Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome to another live session with the Hype Magazine. I'm your editor-in-chief, Jerry Doby, and this evening, I've got this young lion by the name of Astrokidjay. He's an amazing artist. He's signed through another label, through Geffen. That's how I met him. And the song that I met him through was 100 Days. And it just, the young guy is full of nuances and amazing, powerful vocals. So I just want to say thanks to Listen to the Kids and Geffen Records for bringing them to me so I could talk about them, talk to them, and get to meet them. Astrokidjay, thanks, bro.
No problem. Thank you for having me, brother.
It's amazing. So out of Tanzania, based in Toronto, so you got some diverse background in there to affect your music or develop, and I like what you bring to the table. So talk to me first. We met about 100 Days. I met your music over 100 Days. Talk to me about that song and where it came
from. Honestly, I had like 20 minutes to finish a studio session, and it was one of those where I'm like, let me try and finish a song real quick. And my engineer Rainey had played me this melody with the like, how do I call it, like the opera type sound at the beginning where I go, God bless the mafia, God bless the mafia. And I'm like, huh, this is really giving me like a mafia, Godfather, Scarface type vibe, you know?
Indeed.
So I just started with the first part, like I got hit, is it just with the melody, and I just ended up piecing it up together. And really the song is just about like my daily life experiences, basically like blinding evil eye, just and doing you and just progressing, really, honestly.
Okay. Well, I loved it. When I put it up, I had nothing but positive stuff to say. I'm like, okay, I got to meet this kid, and he's doing amazing things. So,
yeah, I wanted something that would, like, since my upcoming project called God Bless the Mafia, I wanted something that like just matches the theme and that type of vibe. So I made 100 Days.
Okay, it's a good lead in. God Bless the Mafia is the upcoming project, and it's an Afrobeats project. I understand.
I'm dropping two projects. I'm dropping a rap project real soon, and then I'm dropping an Afrobeats project. It's gonna be like a side A and a side B type thing. So side A is gonna be rap, and then side B is gonna be more Afro and R&B.
Okay, you seem to flow in and out of hip hop, R&B, and Afrobeats kind of flavors pretty effortlessly. How long have you been in music?
I've always been making music my whole life, but 2019 is when like I started taking it serious. 2019 is when I started getting recognition. You know, people started hearing about me, and my first like breakout single, like my first single that ever went viral was Ibiza, and I dropped that in 2019 also. So 2019 is where it all started.
Okay, so would you say that single was then the response to that single was like the defining moment that made you say, okay, I'm going to do music professionally?
Yeah, for sure, because I dropped Ibiza, the snippet, and I woke up the next day and it was viral on Instagram. They hadn't dropped yet. It was just a snippet. It was just everywhere. Everybody was posting it.
Wow.
I'm like, let's drop the video. You know, it's hot, might as well. And I dropped it first day, 10K. And I started refreshing my phone every like hour or two at 10K, 20K, 30K, 40K. I'm like, damn, like, I guess the people are really rocking with me. The city's messing with me. So I guess I should take this serious.
Okay. So everybody's getting to know you through your music, but I'd like to know from the inside looking out, how do you see the artist Astrokidjay?
Astrokidjay, I think Astrokidjay is just a young, aspiring artist. Like, he's very nonchalant in his music, like with the flows and melodies. He does it really effortlessly. It doesn't sound like he's trying too much. I could say his voice is very like distinctive. Like, you know, when I come on the record, you're gonna know that's Astro. You're not gonna mistake him for anybody else. What else can I say? You just say it's a young girl in the making, you know? Pride
I
myself.
feel you. I feel you. I feel you. So now that you figured that you have this signature sound, how do you move that signature sound between the genres? And
Um, mm,
go ahead.
um, I listen to all types of music.
Mhm.
So I listen to pop music, Afro beats. I might listen to K-pop if it sounds tough. It doesn't matter, right? So, and being from Africa too, that brings a lot of influence in my music, you know. And I grew up in an African household, so I heard a lot of African music, but I also did hear a lot of this modern stuff like 50 Cent, American music, and you know. So I guess just growing up listening to different things coming from a different place, it just all influences into my music. So it's easy for me to transition to Afrobeat type thing because I've heard it so much. I've been around it. I've lived in Africa before too for a couple of years. So I guess just being there, being in tune with the sound and stuff, it helps me go effortlessly on Afro
Okay.
to rap to yeah. And
So
I
you
really
have
just be doing my own thing. Like I don't really try to like I'm on an Afro beat, so I'm gonna try and make this sound like an Afro beat. I'm just sounding like Astro. I'm just doing me. So it just comes out different on every song, to be honest. You know?
I love it. Everything that I've heard, I love your work. I'm like, okay, we're gonna be talking about this youngster for years. And
Appreciate it. Thank you.
that's definitely dope. What's the most satisfying for you about being where you are now in the evolution of your career?
The most satisfying. Um, I'll start off and say like I'm not where I wanna be yet, but I'm very like grateful and happy for like where I'm at right now. And I'd say the most satisfying thing is that like I have a bigger platform I could play with and more people could discover me, more people could listen to my music. I'm grateful that I have this opportunity and yeah, I'd say that's the most satisfying part. And just putting on music and seeing people relate to it, you know, that's the best feeling when I drop a record and I get DMs like, yeah, I relate to this. I'm going through the same thing. Thank you so much. Your music helped me get through. So yeah, that's the most satisfying part to me right now.
Do you have a fan or supporter memory, however you call them,
Yeah.
that most touched you when somebody says, look, man, you really helped me through A, B, and C, and your music, you met me where I was at. Do you have one of those that really sticks out for you?
Um, I'm not gonna say there's none like specifically that really stick out to me, but I've had a lot of encounters where people are telling me like, yeah, bro, I was going through this and your music could really help me get through that. Or a lot of these people I just talk to them online. I don't really see people in person and stuff. So they be letting me know like, yeah, this helped me get through this and that. Some people be in jail, like when they come out of jail, they're like, bro, when this dropped, this is what was getting me through my day, bro. Just listening to this, I'd call my friend and tell him to play it through the phone speaker and stuff like that. I'm like, man, that's dope, you know. So I'm happy to hear that my music
Mm.
could do something like that for you.
That has to energize you a lot
For
to keep
sure.
going.
Motivates me. I'm like, I need to get back in the studio today. Like people are feeling this. It's helping people. It's helping people get through the day. Like I need to keep dropping and dropping and dropping because this is what I do it for. It.
Ah, I appreciate what you do, man. I don't make music. I'm at my age, I'm just learning to play guitar, right? So
Where
I'm horrible. And
I try to learn too.
hey, it's fun. Like I'm like, okay, I always wanted to make, I can't even play Mary Had a Little Lamb yet. I'm just learning how to fret, right? So
Where
just the fingering. And I'm like, oh, this is difficult. And to watch some of these masterful people, I know that you got like live instrumentation in some of your projects somewhere. What
yeah.
do you when you do you sit in those sessions and just are you mesmerized by the musicians as they're doing their thing?
It is crazy. Like I'm very hands-on with my work. So all my music, everything, every session, I'm always be there. Doesn't matter what it is, whether I'm recording or not, I'm always be there. Um, and yeah, it is mesmerizing. It's crazy how they just play this so smooth and come up with all these creative ideas. And producers, I always tell my rapper friends, I'm like a producer's brain is actually crazy. Like he could take a shoe and tap on a shoe and make a masterpiece out of that. And it's like, it's just Crazy how your brain works like that. You can just hear all these different sounds and put them all together, and voila, like you have a crazy ass, you have a smash, you know?
Yeah.
It's crazy how their brain works. It mesmerizes me.
I've always been mesmerized. I've spent some time in studios talking to artists, and uh, I've watched them joking around, like playing dominoes at the table, right? And somebody says something clever, and then the next thing you know, it's going around the table, and you've got a hook coming. Then
And
the
boom,
next 5 minutes later,
crazy.
you're like, let's get in the studio, and
Yeah,
the engineer's pulling up a track. Well, we heard this one, maybe that'll fit this. And then
yep,
all of a sudden, just a masterpiece just
magic.
drops out. Does it work
It's
like that for you?
crazy. Yeah, like just like 100 days. Like I literally had 20 minutes left, and like when I go to the studio, I go and I'm like, I talk about my day, my daily experience. You know what I'm saying? Everything that goes around me. So like 20 minutes, what could I talk about on this record? What could I talk about on this record? All right, I'm just gonna talk about everything that surrounds me, the streets, everything. And boom, Rainy will play a certain piano keys, and then Evergreen will come and put certain drums on it. And I'm like, maybe let me try this hook. And then Rainy's like, you know what, nah, we should add this melody. And my other homie would be like, we should add this melody. And boom, the magic comes, you know. But there's been multiple times where it's like the smallest, randomest shit could make a hit. Like someone just tapping on the fridge, or someone just beatboxing or whatever. And it's like, oh, let's add that in there. Let's put this in there. And you have your magic right there. So yeah, there's been a lot of moments where that's happened to me.
Okay. So you're having fun with it and just doing
And
just
boom, and you come out with something, you know.
okay.
I feel like that's the best way to do it too. Like, don't go in the studio like, damn, I need to make a hit. I need to make a hit today. Like, you just gotta go in there, relax, have fun with it. Like, enjoy it. It gotta be like the first time you did it, because the first time you did it, you didn't go there saying, damn, I need to make a hit. I need 1 million streams. You're just doing it for fun because you the passion of it. You love it. So I feel like that's how everybody should go and just have fun with it. Who knows? You might just come out with a hit, right?
Okay. Is at this point, is music for you like air? You gotta have it. It's like breath for you.
Gotta have it. Like my day does not function without music. I could have no internet, but as long as I have some weed and headphones, I'm good. Like, you know what I mean? I need to hear music. It like helps me get through my day.
Okay.
I might be mad or something and listen to certain songs and it might calm me down. I might be feeling a certain type of way and listen to a song and I feel better later on. Or I might listen to a song, even get game from it, you know, but
Mm,
music helps me get through my day for sure.
mm. I have to ask you this: with as many sounds and as diverse as you are, you hear like millions of sounds all the time, right?
Sure.
Are you still able to vibe out to music as a consumer, or do you find yourself analyzing everything that you hear?
That's a good question. I actually do analyze everything. When you start rapping, and I noticed this, I'm like, once you're like, okay, for beats, right? I'll give you an example. I never used to know if a beat was mixed and mastered, good
Mm,
or not, before I really started being in the studio like for a long time. I'm like, okay, this is not mixed properly. But before I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't even analyze that. I'd just be like, this is tough, you
mhm,
know? So I feel like it's the same thing for music. As I get more and more experience in the music scene, I'm like, everybody who drops, I'm analyzing because I want to take stuff from there too. I want to learn stuff from there too that I could implement into my music. So I'm not just listening to it now. I'm just like taking it in because like, oh, okay, this beat structure is pretty tough. I feel like this could work with my type of songs, or this and this, or I like this bar that he said. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I could talk about something around it. Like, you know what I mean?
mhm.
Yeah, I definitely analyze it too, because I take stuff from different people's music and I implement it into mine and I make it my own.
Okay. Well, definitely working. I gotta ask you this like off the wall question, right? So I'm looking at the photo shoot. Man, where did that bike come from in that picture, man? That black and gold bike.
The black and gold bike. Oh, we had a set. We had a set. think it's Renee from Geffen. Someone from my team set up a photo shoot for me, and there was already a 6 set over there. There was bikes and couches and all types of themed stuff. And I guess my outfit just matched that day for that scene. So came up
Yeah,
with
it's perfectly blended. I was like, oh my God, that bike is bad with the third wheel on it. I was
yeah,
like,
that looked tough.
that was tough. That was tough. I was like, yeah, they did the damn thing on this one, man. What are you most looking forward to
Mm,
for the next
uh,
phase of Astrokidjay?
uh, just a lot of success, man. A lot of success. A lot of success. Bigger fan base. Bigger fan base. I want to start a clothing brand.
Okay.
I don't transition into fashion. Like, you know what I mean? I love music, but I definitely want to transition into other things too. I want to act. I want to do a little bit of acting. I want to do a little bit of designing, interior design for like houses and stuff. Like, I want to do everything, you know? So
Wow.
yeah, maybe a little acting here and there, clothing brand. Yeah,
Hey,
that's
that
my next
interior design stuff is freaking money, bro.
bag.
They get paid.
Hey, and it's just fun too, like, you know, setting up I have these crazy ass ideas in my brain. I
Mhm.
just need to get to a point where I could bring it to life with houses and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But yeah.
that would be wild. I don't have a feng shui bone in my body. I I'm like, put the couch
Yeah.
over there somewhere, you know what I mean? It's functional. And
Yeah.
that's it, man. I would like to know who's on your bucket list for collabs, man.
Bucket list. Little Dirk.
Mm.
Dirk for sure. Big Dirk fan. Little Dirk, Little Baby. Hold on, let me pull up my phone because I be listening to too many people.
Wow.
Herb, Herbo,
Yeah, man.
Benny the Butcher.
That brother.
So Benny the Butcher, Joey Badass. I have too many, man.
You got a whole wish list.
Quay, I have a whole wish. I'm trying to work with everybody, honestly,
Yeah.
to be honest. But yeah, those are a couple that I want to work with for now.
I'd love to see you vibe with Benny. That
Yeah,
would
you
be
know what? I'm yet to do a song where it's like I'm with a real rapper just chopping up, cutting them bars up. You know what I'm saying? I'm always like on some melodic ish. I want to be like on the hook on some melodic shit, and then a rapper just comes and
with the
yeah,
lyrical
Benny.
missiles.
Yep,
Yeah.
Benny would be the perfect fit for that.
That brother drops lyrical missiles, man. It's just, I'm going, ooh.
Yeah, those goosebumps when you're listening
Yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah, for real. And you know, I'm not too old to enjoy uh music. And I came up with hip hop wasn't even called hip hop. You know what I mean?
Right,
It was rappers, they were clever with it, witty,
right.
and you know, metaphorical and things like that. And then, you know, it went commercial.
Yeah, everything switched
Yeah.
up.
But I spent a lot
Yeah.
of time in the underground. So I rocking with, you know, Micah Nine and those guys like that. So
And I appreciate like the older audience that rocks with us, like young people too, you know, because a lot of like older people don't really rock with us. Like, yo, this is noise. This ain't like hip hop back in the day. We ain't never used to rap like this. Da, da, da. But
mhm.
I appreciate everybody who's like older and like can appreciate all types of music because music's changing. You know what I'm saying? We're young. People are switching up the game. Music sound is changing. So I appreciate everybody who can appreciate old music and the new music because I appreciate the ones that come before me too. I still listen to a lot of throwback R&B, throwback hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I just appreciate all music in general, new and old.
Yeah, you know, it's I don't think it's the sound so much
Mhm.
as the straying away from
Maybe the context, what they're talking about, is what
yeah,
others.
you
Yeah.
know, it's not they're not talking about shit. And excuse my language, they're not.
Don't you think?
Most of them are busters and they're not real street dudes. You feel me? And
For
they
sure.
but they talking that.
For
And
sure.
so, you know,
Don't you think a lot of people talk like that because like yeah, that's a good topic. Don't you think a lot of people, like young people, would talk like that because that's what that's what sells. A lot of
That's
people, true, a lot of people don't do it, but what about those that have been through that, have gone through that experience, and now their life has changed and they're just putting it into art now for other people to relate to. What about that?
yeah, I understand that it's art,
Mm-hmm.
but when you talk about stories that other people have lived
Mm-hmm.
as if you've lived them,
Yeah, that's
but
why for sure.
but you're when you're straight punk,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, for
If
sure.
you can't go one-on-one, you can't hold your own, but you're
Mm-hmm.
talking that talk, and somebody comes and buys your wolf
Hey,
ticket.
that's the industry for you nowadays, right?
But you know what? It's not the artist's fault. It's
It
you want
is.
the deal, you want to make a living,
So it's like I
and
gotta talk crazy like this.
you have to talk crazy. So I was watching an interview with Cohen, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the
Mm-hmm.
gatekeepers for hip hop, right? And you've got to have, so many niggas, so many bitches, so many hoes in a song for
Mm-hmm.
it to be considered monitor, to make money.
Yeah, to make money off of it. Facts.
And so you have to fall into that. And it is degrading the culture
Mm-hmm.
of hip hop. That's my opinion. I think it's proven that it's not just an opinion, it's an actual fact.
No, it's an actual fact.
Yeah. And they
Yeah,
make
I could
money
agree
when you
on that.
guys are
It's like
dead. They take out these huge insurance policies. They make more money from these youngsters when
for
they're
sure.
dead.
It's like as a trap almost like you know how they brought crack back in the 80s?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like modern world, like I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to touch the topic too much because it's
Yeah, yeah,
sensitive,
yeah. I feel
you
you.
know
I
what
feel
I
you.
mean? But like it's like they put certain things in our society to make us go against each other and stuff. And a lot of us are like young, so a lot of people won't tap into that to really understand it. But the ones who do understand, you know what I mean? But yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely agree with you.
It's cool. We don't have to go too deep.
Yeah,
I understand. It's just nice knowing that you're aware
for
of
sure.
the situation and
Sure.
understanding, some people do this to fit in and to be commercial and make a living. So that
Some people,
you
some
got
people
kids, you got a house, you got to pay your bills.
facts.
You know what I mean? And then some of them are just blinded by the light. I'll just put
By the light, yeah, that's for sure.
it. So I would like to know, lastly,
Mhm.
what has been the funniest WTF moment for you thus far in your career? Something that just had you rolling.
Um,
Don't put nobody on blast, though. Yeah,
uh, honestly, like nothing crazy. Like, oh my God, what the hell? Just I don't know, man. Funny ass shit. I might get a crazy ass message from a girl or something, some shit like that, but nothing like outstanding, crazy. Like,
oh,
you know
you're
what I mean?
young.
Not yet, but
Just
yeah,
wait.
man.
It's
I
gonna
be
happen.
enjoying this stuff. We laugh every day, man.
It's gonna happen. I had one superstar guy tell me
Right.
about he buys 2 or 3 rooms in the hotel, right? Checks in.
Crazy.
Nobody really knows which room he's gonna pick,
Gonna
but
be it.
he was in the room that he picked, and out from the closet comes this girl. The mother worked for the hotel, and
What?
she had ensconced her daughter in the closet, and she popped out on him like, "Hi." I was like, "This really happened?" He's
Like,
like,
what the hell?
"Yeah." He says, "I had 3 rooms in the hotel, and nobody knew which one I was going to pick." And the person's, yeah, like,
That's
"Oh
crazy.
wow, that was crazy." To me, I was like, they put their daughter out there like that? That's crazy.
Hey, man.
It gets wild.
Wild. You'll hear some shit, man.
Man, I've had fun with you, man. I am looking forward to the project. Tell them where they can find you. And I know you may not have a drop date, but give them the album, the upcoming album. The single that I'm rocking right now is 100 Days. It's the lead in for the Mafia project you said it is.
Bless the mafia. And I want to go back to the 100 days question. I want to answer that properly. Like 100 days is inspired by like what I've gone through and what my friends go through on a daily basis. You feel me? We're just talking about the streets, we're talking about the culture, and people just need to stream it to understand what I'm saying. But yeah, that's how 100 Days came about. Just talking about the streets of daily life, you know.
Okay, I appreciate it, man. All right, tell them where they can find you, bro.
Astrokidjay on Instagram, Astrokidjay2 on Twitter, Astrokidjay on all platforms, streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, Audio, Mac, YouTube, all that good stuff. And yeah, next project dropping, God Bless the Mafia, rap tape, dropping a side B, Afro R&B tape. And yeah, I just want everybody to tune in, you know. It's crazy, life-changing music. Everybody can relate to it. There's something on there for everyone. That's why I'm dropping 2 tapes. I'm dropping a rap tape for those who like hip hop and the young cats and stuff like that. And then the Afro R&B tape's gonna be maybe for the moms, the aunties, the sisters, anybody. You know what I mean? So I'm sure everybody could just download the tape and they're gonna find something they like.
Okay, I really love the way that Afrobeats is making a resurgence here in our music in the States. It's a beautiful mix, even when it's mixed with hip hop. So it's a great music bed. It takes people home. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. I want to thank you for your time. Wish you much continued success.
Thank you.
I'd love to have you back after the projects drop.
I want to come back. I enjoyed this conversation. Thank you for having me too, brother.
Okay, I appreciate it. All right, everybody. The Hype Magazine live sessions. It's been Astrokidjay. This boy is bad. He's got something to say. We'll be talking about him for years. And stay tuned because we're going to bring him back as the projects drop. God Bless the Mafia is coming up. And you know, we're gonna work with you.
For sure.
All right. Until next time, brother. Peace.
All right. Peace.